We're going to start making some tiles, and this is your basic preparation for making the tiles. We want to be sure that our clay is wedged, and then we're going to roll it out, and we're going to try to roll it out as evenly as possible. So I have here a piece that I started, and just going to roll it. So be sure your rolling pin is clean. We're going to be making these tiles out of white clay, so check your canvas and make sure that it is clean. It doesn't have any residue from other clay that you've been using, and it looks to me like mine did. Oh well, best laid plans. So what we're trying to do here is get a very, very even half-inch thick slab. So this is thicker than usual. Usually we just want to have a 1/4 inch thickness up to a 1/2 inch thickness, never more than a 1/2 inch thickness. But with tiles, it helps them to not warp as much if they are a little bit on the thicker side. So about a 1/2 inch thick. Now you notice I am flipping it over every once in a while. This is just to make a more even roll. It also compresses the clay from both sides. So compression is always good when you don't want clay to warp. So we're going to make these tiles. So each of you will make 4 tiles. And they're going to be 2 of them glazed and 2 of them burnished. The white clay is beautiful for burnishing. It's also really good for colors. So that's why we're going to use the Big Sur clay for this. And everybody has some now. I have another piece that I rolled out. It's a little bit bigger. So you want to roll out enough that you can make 4 tiles, and they're all equal thickness. Now we know that oftentimes when we roll out a slab, the slabs are thinner on the edges. So we don't want to go right to the edge when we cut. And also that process of flipping it over kind of helps you notice where the thick and thin places are, because we want to make them as even as possible. An even tile is a prettier tile, but also it's all, look what I just did. This kind of thing happens a lot when you're rolling. You know, sometimes you'll get your fingernail in there. So keep an eye on it. The evenness of this slab is going to matter a lot in terms of not having your tiles warp. And also the way we dry them is going to matter a lot. That's why we're starting them now. These will not be ready to really work on for a while. We want to get them drying slowly without warping, so it's going to take some monitoring. And then we can go ahead and cut them. We can go ahead and cut them, and we're going to just let them sit on a nice flat surface until they are leather hard. So if you cut your slabs in the morning, by afternoon they should be getting leather hard, and at that point we're going to be able to flip them over. Now, how to get a nice even cut.